Hello all. Myself Dr. Gauri Shaha, Associate Professor and HOD Food Production in AISSMS College of Hotel Management and Catering Technology. I will take you through the beautiful journey of plate presentation which makes food more tempting and attractive. On behalf of AISSMS College of Hotel Management and Catering Technology, I would like to present a very simple yet extremely important topic today's world, that's plate presentation techniques. Let us first understand what are the objectives of this topic, which are as follows. To understand the need of plate presentation in modern cuisine, to know what skills and tools are required for good plate presentation, and to understand the rules and guidelines of plate presentation. It is always said that people eat with their eyes first, so those who can serve very good differently made food in the market makes their stand and becomes unique. And those who are unique can generate more revenue. But this requires certain skill sets to be practiced, and of course, like every technique, it requires a lot of do's and don'ts to be followed. We will also learn those do's and don'ts in the guidelines. These are some topics which I will cover under this chapter. Importance of plate presentation, factors influencing plate presentation, types of plate presentation techniques, guidelines for plate presentation, and points to be considered while doing a plate presentation. I will cover this all, but before that, let me guide you, all budding chefs, the skills and principles to acquire and inculcate to do most effective plate presentations. There are various factors which affect the quality and standard of plate presentation. The crockery you use, the cutlery you use, equipment, storage facilities, the tools you use, and at the end, the creative skilled chefs. These are the important things which you need to have an impactful presentation. Why it is important? Because as you know, everyone can cook. Rather, the best cook for each one of us is always our mother. Still, we spend on food and always on a tour to try new. Because though everyone can cook, everyone cannot present it creatively in a special and a unique way. It's a world of changes and people are very open to new concepts. The food which can be served in liquid form is getting served in foams. The food is served in solid forms is getting served in liquid forms. These all is possible only with the creative minds and different ideas. The textures and consistencies also very different, and if you don't use proper serving gears, then it doesn't blend well. Today's consumer is very much aware and well traveled. So they accept the creative and unique plate presentations and they love it. So it is very important to understand the basics of plate presentation. It is not important how the food is made, it is also very important how the food is served, because it takes a lot of efforts to cook any food. It takes more than that efforts to serve it in a different way. It requires high level of skill and knowledge and of course imagination. It's a balance of color, flavor, texture, shape, size and temperatures which creates a beautiful harmony on the plate. It's like creating a beautiful picture which is edible on a plate, considering plate as an open canvas. Presentation must complement the food, not to contradict the food. Presentation should enhance the food, the garnish, the accompaniments, the color combinations, the texture combinations, what we are using should complement the food, should make the food more palatable and attractive. Presentation must enhance the appearance and not to overpower. These are the factors need to be thought before planning any presentation of food. As every food has different combinations of textures and consistencies, also color combinations and flavor combinations, when a chef has to blend all and combine all on one plate, which looks beautiful and delicious, then it's a skill task. So the factors mentioned in the slide, temperature, flavor, color, shapes, textures, garnishes and portion size needs to be studied and learned well before planning any layout and design on a plate. Let's look at the types of plate presentation. There are two types of plate presentation, simple and complex. When you use any particular or unique or a different crockery to serve your food, if you use for example a shell-shaped bowl to serve a bisque, if you use a transparent glass bowl to serve a layered fruit dessert, then in these cases you don't require any presentation because those gears or those crockery what you're using makes the food most attractive. So the simple plate presentation can be only food or a little garnish like a sprig of parsley or some chopped chives or some dusted powders. Complex plate presentations are food with garnishes, food with accompaniments and garnishes, and variety of food with a variety of accompaniments and garnishes. This branch specially is made popular by the series of master chefs, which we all follow on different social media portals where chefs are combining many elements, more than 10-15 elements on a plate with different textures and colors in miniature forms, and they create a nice harmony on a plate. But whenever you do any complex plate presentation, every angle, every factor needs to be thought double and visualize on the plate and then place. These are the guidelines for plate presentation. Always keep the food off the rim of the plate because many times consumers will rest their cutlery on a plate, and if the food is towards the plate, the cutlery gets dirty, and while handling their fingers get dirty. Also, if the food is spread till the rim, the plate looks too full. It doesn't look neat and tidy. The time is gone when we are serving food in a particular position, 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock or 2 o'clock. So right now, it's the trend that the food needs to be served in unity, maybe in the center or at the side. The placement of every product, every food, every garnish needs to be attractive. You have to consider shape, size, texture, all factors of every food coming on a plate and then decide the placement. The sauces should be served in a proper manner, not too thick, not too thin, not too runny, not too much of the lumpy. And the placement of the sauce should be well thought before putting it on the plate. Whether it's going below the food, whether it's coming at the side of the food, whether it's coming at the side of the plate. Placement of the garnish should be well balanced. It should not cover the food. It should be just attracting the food. Presentation should look sweet, crisp and simple. The plate never should look full, and the portion size of all parts of food should be matching with each other. Following are the points to be considered while doing a good plate presentation. Every chef needs to use appropriate tools for pouring sauces. There are pourers, there are squeezy bottles which we have to use to pour the sauces, because that will hold the texture and consistency and the flow of the sauce. It will allow the sauce to remain in a position which we have thought or planned for. We have to use palette knives for making templates. We cannot use thumb or back of the spoon because that creates fingerprints on the plate, and many times that does not create an even effect on the plate. The basic layout of every element of the dish needs to be thought before, planned before, how it will look on a plate, and then we have to place it. If we keep changing this place of every element of the food, it leaves marks on the plate and looks dirty. The food should be plated in sequence. I'm talking about sequence of temperatures because nowadays is the time when we are serving hot food with cold food with warm food. So the hot food always goes first on a plate and cold food always goes last on a plate, so that the cold food can remain cold before it goes on a table. The plating should be done using tongs and tweezers so that it will not have any fingerprint marks on the plate. And last but not the least, do not forget to wipe the plate edge before dispensing out to the customers so that it looks clean. Now before we move out, let's see a simple video how the plate presentation is done. saw the basic beef steak with pea puree, mashed potatoes is served in so many different ways in the videos to make it more attractive and different every time. Now, when we all have learned the guidelines and rules for plate presentation, let's revise it with some set of questions. Here are the questions for all of you. In the coming slide, out of these two plate presentation, which one is delicate and simple? That's right, it's picture number 2. Which one of the plate presentation is simple with garnish? Correct, it's picture number 2. The simple garnish on picture number 2 is just a sprig of mint leaves. In picture 1, the plate presentation is simple but it doesn't have any garnish, as all three elements are served in a clear, sharp portion sizes on a plate. Which one of these plate presentations is crisp and compact? Correct, it's picture number 2. The picture 1 presentation is very old style, but the placement of sauce over cheesecake is also not very attractive, and the two cherries are spread out too wide. Which one of these presentation is complex in the above slide? Correct, it's picture number 1, as picture 2 has very different and beautiful looking chocolate cups made up of nice stripes of white chocolate to hold the mousse and fruit, so it doesn't require any presentation. It itself looks very different and beautiful. Which one of these plate presentations look crowded? Both. As the first, it is too full. In the second picture, though the food is plated in layers, but it is still up to the edge and it's not evenly spread out, so the plate looks too full. Which one of these above plate presentation has a correct balance of height and spread, or rather has a correct layout? It's both, because the height and spread of the food is matching to the size of the plate. The portion size of the food is matching to the size of the plate. So the layout and designing in these two plate presentation is absolutely matching to each other and it's well maintained. Here in this picture also, the height and the layout and the portioning of the food is in proportion with the plate. Which one of these plate presentation has an appropriate placing of accompaniments and sauces? Right, none of these. Because in the first picture, the tomato sauce, which is an accompaniment, and mint leaves, which are the garnishes, are spread haphazardly. It is scattered. It is placed down also and on the food also. So it's not looking very attractive from the plate presentation angle. In the second picture, the sunny side up, some vegetables and some sauce is just kept besides the grilled portion of meat. It is not well arranged. Now before we move on, let's see some simple techniques of doing simple plate presentation. As we saw in the video, the simple use of sauce in different ways, sometimes the strokes, sometimes the swirls, you have to match it with different consistencies. It is very important to have the plate presentation in harmony with the color of the food. Now let's see some plate presentation of few courses. Soups, appetizers, some amuse bouche. Amuse bouche are the small portion size of foods from any course which is served individually and attractively. Main courses, some salads, and last, everyone's favorite, desserts. Here we come at the end of the chapter. My dear students, I would like to tell you, plate presentation is not a complex thing. If we practice well all the skill sets and guidelines, and every time if we have an open idea to create something new and to try something new, of course the plate presentation can become very beautiful. Please attempt the quiz given in the description below the video in the YouTube by clicking on the link, especially AISSMS students. And for further any query, please contact me on my email address gauristars@gmail.com. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope you all have learned a lot of new techniques and insights for plate presentation. See you all with the new topic and new challenges. Thank you.